Okay, salam sejahtera and a very good morning to all the principals, teachers, and the beloved students. So welcome to our Bengkel Bahasa English SPM or the SPM English Language Workshop. It is a program, a collaborative program between Pesisir Pantai from IPG Kampus Kota Bharu and also Majlis Guru Cemerlang, Kelantan. So our bank care will run from 8:30 to 1 p.m. and our objective is pengukuhan SPM Bahasa English for calon SPM 2021 and number 2 pendedahan format baru SPM and also number 3 kenal pasti kekuatan dan kelemahan calon. And we are very fortunate this morning to have with us Miss Nur Bahira binti Muhammad Nur, teacher from SMK Kandis. So without further ado, I would like to invite Miss Nur Bahira to present. Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Madam Tan. If I'm not mistaken, I think you actually worked at Candice before, right?
Yes, yes, I taught there for about 8 years.
Okay. All right. Um, so without further ado, let's get into the seminar for today. All right. So I hope you can see the slideshow that I'm putting up on the screen right now. Okay. So today we will take a look at the format for English 1119 for paper 1 and paper 2. Okay. So this is the code 1119 for the English paper. All right. So as you all know, for this year 2021, we are going to have a new format. Okay. So today we will take a look at the old format and also the new format, as well as some sample questions. All right. So let's begin. Okay, so before we go um, into the question papers and into the format, let me tell you a little bit about myself. Okay, so my biodata right here. So my date of birth is October 25th, 1986. So that means I'm 35 this year, getting older already. Okay, so I was born in HUSM Kubang Krian. Okay, my hobbies are reading books. I also love listening to music on Spotify. I love watching movies on Netflix. And I also, if my students are watching this, they know that I love playing with my cats. Okay. And my ambition is to see the Mona Lisa, which is a painting at a museum in Paris. All right. So, so my early education, I began my primary education in SK Convent in Seremban. And then when I was in primary six, my father got transferred. So the whole family, we have to move to Kota Bharu. So at that time, I went to school at SK Zainab. And then for my secondary 1 until 5, I went to SMK Zainab, okay, which is right across. You know, the school is just next to each other. And then for my tertiary education, I further my studies in UPM in between 2004 until 2010. And then at 2010, I started teaching in SMK Kandis. That was my first posting. Kali pertama tu terus dapat SMK Kandis. Okay, so ever since 2010, I started teaching there until now. And in 2000, I think in October 2010, I started my master's. It is an off-campus degree daripada Universiti Utara Malaysia, but then I was studying in UMK at that time. Okay, and then okay, so this is the outline for today. These are the topics that we would take a look at today. Okay, first we would compare between SPM 2020 and 2021. Okay, just to see what are the differences between the last year's format and this year's format. Okay, and then we will take a look at outline of SPM 1119 stroke 1. Okay, for paper 1. And of course, we will take a look at the sample questions. Okay, and then moving on to paper 2, the outline first, and then the sample questions. And lastly, a little bit of self reflection. All right, so I hope all of you are ready today, this morning. Okay, so let's start with comparison first. All right, so what are the differences between SPM 2020 and SPM 2021? Okay. So as you can see, in SPM 2020, there are only two papers. Okay. 1119 stroke 1, that is for writing. And then for 1119 stroke 2, which is paper 2, there are mixed questions. Whereas for SPM 2021, we would have four papers. Are you lucky or are you unlucky? Adakah anda yang bertuah ataupun tidak bertuah? Mari kita lihat. Okay. So for SPM 2021, there are four papers. Okay, because it is divided into paper 1, reading, and then paper 2, writing, paper 3, speaking, and then paper 4, listening. So if you look at it roughly, it is very, very similar to your PT3. Okay, because in PT3, the same format is also like this: paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, and paper 4. So I guess you are lucky sebab all of you have gone through PT3. So I guess SPM is also no problem to you because it is the same format. Cuma ada sedikit perbezaan in terms of the questions. Yeah. Okay. So let's see SPM 2020 for 1119 stroke 1. Okay, you need to answer two essay questions. Yang writing tadi. Okay. For 1119 stroke 2, there are mixed question. Soalan yang bercampur-campur. Ada soalan MCQ. MCQ tu soalan ABCD lah. Ada yang kena info transfer. That means they gave you probably like a poster ke, kan? Ataupun dia bagi satu petikan ke. Dia bagi satu iklan ke. And then you have to take all the info dalam iklan tu, poster tu, and then you put it in a graphic organizer. Dalam mind map gitu. Ataupun isi tempat kosong. Okay. Ada juga reading comprehension. Dia bagi satu petikan panjang and then you have to answer questions. Based on paragraph 1, what is so on and so on. Okay. Ada juga summary writing, ringkasan. Ada poems dan ada novels. Okay. Kita tengok pula untuk tahun 2021 apa perbezaannya. So, 119 stroke 1. Okay, there are 5 sections. So, untuk paper 1, it's actually a reading paper. Okay. So, I think for PT3, if I'm not mistaken, there are 6 sections, I think. I'm not really sure because I'm not teaching PT3. But then from what I've heard from my colleagues, kan, daripada rakan-rakan guru, teacher, so there are 6 sections. But then for SPM, there are 5 sections, ada 5. Okay, untuk reading. Okay, whereas for paper 2, this is for writing. So dekat SPM 2020 ada 2 essay questions. Tapi untuk 2021 there are 3 sections. Lebih satu kan. Ada email, lepas tu ada guided writing and then ada extended writing. Email ni sejak daripada form 3 lagi masa PT3. I think there is also an email question. So I guess you are familiar with email. Okay, so guided writing is dia akan bagi satu soalan and daripada soalan tu they are guided lah, they are cues. So you need to answer according to the cues berdasarkan apa yang dia bagi di dalam soalan. Okay, extended writing maknanya tulis essay yang panjang sikit daripada guided writing. Panjang sikit extended writing. Okay, so for 1119 stroke 3 it is speaking paper. Okay, sama juga masa PT3 ada juga soalan, ada juga paper untuk bercakap kan, speaking. Okay, and then for 1119 stroke 4, that is for listening paper. So masa PT3 pun dah ada dah listening paper. Okay, so apa lagi perbezaan dia? Let's take a look. Okay, so untuk SPM 2020, okay, for 1119 stroke 1, masa yang diberikan untuk menjawab yang 2 essay tadi, 1 jam 45 minit. Untuk 1119 stroke 2, 2 jam 15 minit. Lama kan? Okay. Tapi for SPM 2021, for paper 1 and paper 2, the same time are given. 1.5 hours, 1 jam 30 minit. Untuk paper reading, 1 jam 30 minit. Untuk paper writing, also 1 jam 30 minit. Sama. Okay. Untuk speaking, masa yang diberikan ialah 13 minit. Dan untuk listening, masa yang diberikan ialah 40 minit. Itu beza dia. Okay. And then for SPM 2020, before this, both question papers will be marked by outside examiners appointed by LPM. LPM is lembaga peperiksaan Malaysia. So sebelum ni kalau 2020, okay, both question papers will be marked by outside examiners. Maknanya bukan guru di sekolah anda yang menanda kertas peperiksaan anda. Gitu. Okay. Tapi for SPM 2021 so far, kan setakat ini, only paper 4 will be marked by outside examiners. Hanya kertas yang keempat saja yang akan ditanda oleh pemeriksa luar. Tapi tak tahulah, subject to change. Mungkin akan berubah, kita tak tahu. Okay. So sama juga macam peti tiga. Maksudnya cikgu sekolah anda sendiri yang akan mark kertas anda. Setakat inilah. Okay. So that those are the differences antara SPM 2020 and SPM 2021. Okay. So I can see at the comments here so far no questions. So if you have any questions, you can type at the comments. Okay. I try to present and I try to read the comments at the same time. Okay. So far no questions about the format. Okay. All clear. Okay. So we move on to the next slide. So which one is better? Adakah SPM 2020 is better atau SPM 2021 is better? What are your thoughts? Apa pendapat anda? Ada tak? Anybody wants to write their opinion in the comment section? So far, everybody is saying Assalamualaikum, Waalaikumsalam. Okay, good morning. Good morning to you too. So what are your thoughts? I don't know how many students are joining so far because it's not on my screen. But if you have any opinions about it, if you care to share dekat comments tu, okay, I'll be waiting. So for me, I think it has its pros and cons. So masa SPM 2020, you need to write 2 essays. Very long essay kan. Kalau section B untuk SPM 2020 is 350 words, 350 patah perkataan. Tapi untuk SPM 2021 is a lot shorter, pendek sikit. Macam email it's only 80 words, you know, for guided writing it's 120. Walaupun ada 3 soalan, tapi jumlah perkataan tu lebih singkat. Dan juga untuk SPM 2021 we have 4 papers. Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 and paper 4. So you can target like which paper you want to score more. Okay? No question? Tak ada soalan? Semua faham? Are you sure? Okay. Okay, so since there are no question, we will move on. Okay, so let's begin with SPM 1119/1. So kita start dengan paper reading dulu. Alright? So paper reading. Apa yang ada dalam paper reading ni? Right, so this is the outline. Outline of SPM 1119/1 reading. So kalau dalam paper reading ni, kan paper 1, there are 5 sections. Okay, ada part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 and part 5. So apa yang ditanya dalam part 1 ni? Soalan apa yang ada dalam part 1? Okay, so dekat part 1, there are 8 questions to answer in this part. Ada 8 soalan. Okay, the question will be on short text taken from books and magazine. So soalan yang akan ditanya berdasarkan short text. Maknanya petikan pendek. Sama ada daripada buku ataupun daripada majalah. Okay, well you'll be tested on your English understanding. So bila kita baca teks tu, soalan tu akan tanya apa yang kita faham daripada teks tersebut. So dia akan uji kemahiran membaca kita. Okay, so that is part 1. Ada pilihan A, B, C untuk part 1. Okay, untuk part 2 pula, dia kata this part is pretty easy to score. Dia kata kalau part 2 ni senang untuk dapat markah. Betul ke? Okay, kita tengok. You should try to get all 10 answers correct. Cuba untuk dapat 10 soalan tu betul. Betul berlaku. Okay. So you can find these types of questions in all English tests. Soalan ni yang biasa ditanya dalam ujian bahasa Inggeris. Okay, you'll be tested on grammar and vocabulary. So over here in part 2, so you need to do a lot of grammar exercises. Where can you find grammar exercises? You can buy books or you can download some grammar exercises from Google Play Store if you are using Android. Or if you're using Apple, you can use Apple Play Store lah. Kan? Is it Apple Store? So boleh cari dekat situ. Ada so many grammar exercises that you can do for free. So tak perlu beli buku. Kalau nak beli pun no problem. Okay. So dekat part 2, grammar and vocab. Okay. So what about part 3? So dekat part 3, you'll need to read a longer essay. So panjang sikit petikan. Tak sama macam part 1 tadi. Part 1 tadi pendek-pendek-pendek. Kan petikan pendek. Kat sini longer essay. Petikan yang lebih panjang. And answer 8 questions related to the text. Kena jawab soalan yang berkaitan dengan teks yang diberikan. Okay, you will be evaluated on your reading comprehension. Maknanya uh, anda akan diuji dari segi kemahiran membaca anda. So ada banyak kemahiran membaca, antaranya ialah skim and scan. Apa maksud skim and scan? Maknanya awak boleh baca dengan pantas apa yang petikan tu cuba untuk beritahu kepada anda. Okay? Okay, so part 4, there are 6 correct sentences. Ada 6 kan tempat kosong. Over 8 choices. Ada 6 tempat kosong tapi ada 8 jawapan. So apa yang kena buat? Apa yang kena buat? Maknanya kena isilah tempat kosong tu. Tapi ada 2 extra answer. So kena cari yang mana satu yang sesuai untuk tempat kosong tersebut. Okay? So bila dah isi semua tu, barulah kita nampak to ensure the paragraph is correctly structured. Okay? Untuk part 5 pula. Okay, so the last part will evaluate your understanding of the English language. Okay, you'll be needed to select 4 paragraphs to fit in the statements given. Okay, ada 4 perenggan. Kita kena sesuaikan supaya kita dapat lengkapkan. Okay, then you'll need to find information from the text to correctly construct a sentence. Ni isi tempat kosong. Tapi perkataan tu kena cari di dalam petikan tersebut. Okay, so from where did I get all of these? That is my source. So kalau nak baca dengan lebih lanjut, boleh buka dekat laman web yang tertera. Okay, so you can print screen. If you're watching on your handphone, you can screenshot. Okay, and you can also take picture using your handphone. Boleh ambil dekat website tu. Okay, and you can Google actually about the format, but there are not so many sources yet. Belum banyak lagi sumber-sumber mengenai format baru sebab masih baru kan. Alright. Okay, so that is the outline of paper 1. Okay, so ada 5 parts. Alright. So to all of my students that are watching, kalau ada pelajar teacher yang sedang menonton, I will ask you later. Okay, so take down the notes. Alright. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. So this is the outline, yeah? Okay, so now we will take a look at the sample question. This is part 1. Kan, tadi ada 5 parts. So this is the first part. Yang pertama. Ada 8 soalan MCQ. Maknanya soalan ABC. Okay. Cuba kita jawab kat sini. So petikan ni dia kata tea is a work of art and requires a master to draw out its best qualities. Claims Okakura in his famous book of tea. So dia sedang cerita pasal tea. Minum teh. We at the Good Morning Tea Company follow that same tradition, allowing tea drinkers to appreciate the art of tea in its purest form with characteristics of the finest Highland teas. Our latest tea has been perfected. So cerita pasal tea kan. So dia tanya the purpose of the advertisement is apa tujuan iklan tersebut. So take some time and read A, B, and C. So what do you think? Which one is the answer? You can type out the answer in the comments ya. Siapa yang betul ada hadiah tak? Maybe. You never know. Okay. So kalau A dia kata to introduce a new tea product, adakah tujuan iklan ni untuk memperkenalkan produk terbaru? Ada tak dia sebut? I don't think so. Kan? Ataupun B, dia kata to tell consumers how to identify a good tea. Untuk beritahu pengguna ataupun peminum teh ni macam mana cara untuk cari teh yang bagus. Is it? Really? C, to improve the sales of tea from the highlands, untuk meningkatkan jualan tea daripada tanah tinggi highlands. Okay, so Aini Ashira here answered A. What do you think? Is it correct? Eh, ubah pula. Aini Ashira said C. Ada Arisha, I think. Emily Arisha. A. Mana satu? Okay. So if you look at the petikan tu kan, awak rasa apa tujuan iklan ni? Is it B? To tell consumers how to identify good tea? I don't think so. Kan? Itu yang paling tak tepat sekali. Because nowhere in the text it is stated how to identify good tea. Okay. What about A? To introduce a new tea product. What do you think? Ataupun C, to improve the sales of tea from the highland. It is quite difficult, right? Because the answers are quite close to each other. But then if you take a look and read between the lines, baca yang tersirat dan tersurat. So jawapan dia adalah A. Dah terlambat lah Hakim. Hakim said C, maybe. Okay, so the answer is A. Okay, to introduce a new tea product because it stated the name of the company. Okay. Ada juga my colleague is also joining. Jawapan dia A, introduce a new tea product. Untuk memperkenalkan produk tea yang terbaru. Okay, so that's the answer. So you have to really read between the lines because it is very close answer. A to C is quite close. B is definitely not the answer. Okay, so jawapan dia A. Why is it A? Because it says dia ada quote pasal tea. Lepas tu dia ada cakap we are the Good Morning Tea Company. So it's actually introducing a new product. It is A. Okay, so let's take a look at the next question. What is this about? This is actually a what is it? It says National Science Challenge registration now open. This is a contest actually. Kan, calling all Form 4 students. Yang boleh masuk adalah Form 4 students sahaja. Okay, the National Science Challenge is a fantastic chance to show your science skill. The 4 teams which make it to the final stage will compete in activities that will challenge them to solve problems. So 4 team akan masuk ke final dan siapa yang masuk ke final akan challenge to solve problems. The champions will get the chance to go to the prestigious Nobel Prize Award ceremony in Stockholm. So where is Stockholm? Go and Google where is Stockholm. The second place team will go on a short study tour in Tokyo. Okay, so it is a competition. Okay, so the question is, which statement is true about the National Science Challenge? Dia nak tahu kenyataan yang mana satu yang betul mengenai National Science Challenge. Is it A, the final 4 teams will go against each other? Adakah 4 team yang masuk ke final tu akan bersaing sesama sendiri? Ataupun B, it is an individual event involving various activities. Adakah ini satu competition di mana awak masuk secara individu? Okay, so B is definitely wrong, right? B tu tentulah salah because it is already say it is a team, 4 teams. So B is definitely wrong. Okay, buang B. What about C? Winners will get an award at the Nobel Prize Award ceremony. Siapa yang menang National Science Challenge akan dapat Nobel Prize Award. Is it? Mesti salah. C. So jawapan dia adalah A. The final 4 teams will go against each other. So nombor 2 ni tidak it's not as difficult as number 1 just now. This is clear. Okay? Sebab it says kenapa C bukan jawapan dia? Sebab dekat dalam petikan dia kata the champions will get the chance to go. Pergi sahaja. Bukannya dapat award or anything. So jawapan dia A. Okay? So number 2 is quite easy. It is very straightforward, I think. Okay, so let's take a look at number 3. What is this? It says launching in February. This is Majlis Pelancaran for what? Okay, so you need to read. It says customer notice free rides. Free rides. Boleh naik free. Apa yang boleh naik free ni? On the new Sungai Buloh Kajang train ride. Oh, train line. Boleh naik kereta api free. Okay, daripada Sungai Buloh tu Kajang. Are available starting from 4 p.m. until 11 p.m. So setiap hari bermula daripada pukul 4 sampai pukul 11 kan. on 14th February to celebrate its launch. Pelancaran. So dapat naik kereta api free. Okay, until 31st March, passengers will also be able to enjoy a 50% discount. Kalau naik, dapat 50% discount. Okay. 14 Februari saja free. Selain pada 14 Februari sampai 31 Mac dapat diskaun 50%. Okay. Plus the same discount on bus services from all train stations. Okay, 50% discount kalau naik kereta api, 50% discount kalau naik bus. So which of the following is true about the notice? Mana satu yang betul? Okay. So sama ada A, free train rides are available throughout the launch day. Okay, adakah naik kereta api free tu, satu hari pelancaran tu boleh dapat free? Is it? Ataupun B, free bus rides will be provided at all train stations. Okay, lepas naik kereta api dapat naik bas percuma pula. Is it? Lepas tu, passengers have to pay normal fare after March. So lepas March, passengers have to pay normal fee. Tak ada dah discount. So which one? ABC? Which one is clear cut? So Andriana, Sofia, Kai Kalisha, Baitifia, all of them answered C. It is pretty easy, right? So jawapannya adalah C. Because it already say there, passengers have to pay normal fare after March. Betul lah. Lepas 31 March, tak ada dah lah discount 50%. Kan? So jawapan dia C untuk number 3. Okay, so number 4. It is about a theme park. Sunrise Theme Park Merdeka Day voucher. So there are the websites there kan, www.sunriseththemepark.com. So it says get a 25 ringgit reduction on ticket prices. Maksudnya ada potongan 25 ringgit with this voucher. Okay. Tickets available at the ticket office or online. Boleh beli dekat tempat jual tiket ataupun boleh beli online. Okay, so apa dia terms and conditions? Minimum purchase of 12 tickets. So in order to get 25 ringgit off, untuk dapat diskaun 25 ringgit, kena beli minimum 12 tiket. Valid every day except public holidays. Maknanya kalau public holidays, tak ada diskaun. Okay. Available to Malaysians only. Okay, hanya untuk rakyat Malaysia sahaja. Kalau anda adalah parti, tak dapat lah. Okay. Offer ends on 31st March. Okay, so there are also voucher code. Alright, so which of the following is true? Mana satu yang betul? Okay, sama ada A, the voucher can be used by everyone visiting the park. A, betul tak? Adakah boleh digunakan untuk sesiapa sahaja yang melawat park tersebut? Is it true? I don't think so, because it is stated there, available to Malaysians only. Not for everybody, hanya untuk Malaysians sahaja. So A is incorrect. Ada juga B, the tickets can only be purchased using the voucher code. Tiket ni hanya boleh dibeli dengan menggunakan voucher code yang diberi. Is it? Maybe. Okay. C, the discount is available to locals buying a dozen tickets or more. So kalau beli tiket ni, it is only available to locals, hanya untuk penduduk tempatan sahaja. Kan? Yang membeli lebih daripada 12 tiket. So, which one is it? What do you think? A, B, C. Someone answered B. B. What is the answer for number 4? So far, B, B, B. B. Ada yang jawab C. What do you think? C. Okay, Akmal Haikal say C. Siap dengan tanda seru. Okay, so jawapan dia adalah C. Kenapa B salah? Because it is stated there, tickets available at the ticket office or online. Tapi sini dekat B dia kata tickets can only be purchased using the voucher code. Tak semestinya. Kalau tunjuk iklan ni pun, maybe you can buy the ticket. So yang paling tepat adalah C. Kan? Because it says discount is available to locals. So locals mean penduduk tempatan lah. Which means Malaysians. Okay. Buying a dozen tickets or more. Betul lah, because minimum it says 12 tickets. Okay. So that's the answer for C. Okay. What about number 5? Okay. Attention all students. Do you have what it takes to be a team player? Team player kan. Berpasukan. Okay. Make our school proud. Join us in a 5-kilometer race. My Malaysia Relay Run. Okay. When is it? Bila? 30th June, 7:30 a.m. Certificates will be given to all runners. Dapat sijil siapa yang masuk. Okay. Compulsory training from 2nd June to 28th June. Okay, so want to join? See Kumar of 5 Dahlia after the assembly. Okay. So the notice to students say that, is it A, students can represent the school individually? Can you represent the school individually? Ataupun B, participants need to undergo coaching. So kalau nak masuk pertandingan ni, you have to undergo coaching, kena melalui proses latihan. Maybe. Ataupun C, if anyone interested should speak to a member of staff. Kalau awak berminat, awak kena bercakap dengan member of staff. So which one? ABC for number 5? Is it C? Okay, so kalau dia tulis kat situ, dia kata see Kumar of 5 Dahlia after the assembly. So who is Kumar? Is Kumar a student or is Kumar staff? Is it C? What do you think? Ramai jawab C ni. Is it correct? A lot of you answered C. Okay, so actually C is incorrect. So that shows that sometimes you cannot follow majority dengan mengikut orang lain, sebab C salah because it says there anyone interested should speak to a member of staff. Tapi Komar ni bukannya staff. Komar is also a student. Okay, so ada juga jawab B, ada jawab A. So which one? A? B? Is it A? It says kalau A, students can represent the school individually. But then dalam iklan tu is stated there, team player. Okay, so jawapannya adalah B kan, because it says participants need to undergo coaching. Betul lah, because it says compulsory training. So kalau nak masuk pertandingan ni, wajib datang latihan, compulsory training. Okay, so the answer is B. B for Bahira. Okay, alright, so 6. So question number 6, there is a dialogue, okay, between Nick and also Julie. So Julie kata, Nick, I'm already here. Sorry Julie, give me 10 minutes. Traffic is terrible. Traffic jam. I know, I only got here 5 minutes ago. I'll wait. The movie starts in 5 minutes though. So diorang nak tengok movie, tengok wayang. Okay. Why don't you go in first? You have your ticket, right? Or we catch the next show? It's fine, I'll get snacks. The adverts usually take 10 minutes anyway. Okay. So dialogue between Nick and Julie. Apparently, Nick is late to the movie. Okay. So which of the following statements is true? Mana satu yang betul? Julie and Nick are both affected by the traffic. Dua-dua pun terperangkap dalam traffic jam. Is it true? Or Julie will get the tickets while waiting for Nick. So sambil tunggu Nick, Julie akan beli tiket. Ataupun C, Julie and Nick decide to watch a later movie. Julie and Nick kata, tak payahlah tengok ini, kita tengok the next one. So which one is true? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? So kalau C, it is wrong because tu bila bila Nick kata tu bukan Nick, okay, Julie. When Julie said we catch the next show, Nick kata it's fine. Maknanya tak payahlah, we just watch the show. Okay, so C is wrong. What about A and B? So Fatin and Arisha answered B. Andrea and Sofia also answered B. So jawapannya ialah B. Okay, Julie will get the tickets while waiting for Nick. Sama-sama tunggu Nick sebab Nick terperangkap dalam traffic jam. Kan? So jawapan dia B. Okay. Why not A? Because Julie is already there. Nick saja yang masih terperangkap dalam traffic jam. Okay. Alright, so number 7. This is iklan jawatan kosong. Kan? It says we're hiring sales manager. Untuk jawatan sales manager. We are growing international retail businesses based in London with branches in Paris, Seoul, and Singapore, and we are now opening in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, requirements. Apa yang awak perlu ada untuk apply for this job? Okay, degree in marketing or related fields, minimum 2 years retail experience. So retail is actually orang yang jual barang lah. Okay, and able to work on shift. Boleh kerja shift. So this is an excellent opportunity to join a company with big plans to expand right across Malaysia. So kalau anda nak bekerja di tempat-tempat lain dalam Malaysia ni, this is a good job for you because they plan to expand their business untuk besarkan bisnes mereka. Send your CV. CV is actually curriculum vitae. Apa itu curriculum vitae? Resume lah. Okay. When you want to get a job, you need to come up with your own resume. Okay. So there's an email there. Closing date is September. Okay. So which of the following statements is true? Mana satu yang betul? A, B, C. A. There are job vacancies in various locations. Ada jawatan kosong di beberapa lokasi. Ataupun B. Fresh graduates can apply for the positions. Orang yang baru grad boleh apply untuk position ni. Ataupun C. Company will open more branches. Which one? A, B, C? For number 7. Okay, someone answered B. Ada yang answered apa Z pun ada ni. Macam mana ni? Pilihan jawapan ada A, B, C. Tiba-tiba ada yang jawab Z pula. Z. Okay, so which one? A, B, C? Adakah jawapan dia C? The company will open more branches. Company ni akan buka beberapa cawangan lain. Maybe. Adakah fresh graduates can apply for the positions? So you have to look carefully in the iklan tu. Dia kata requirements, degree in marketing and then minimum 2 years retail experience. Maknanya kena ada pengalaman selama 2 tahun bekerja. So B is wrong lah. Sebab fresh grad. Fresh grad mana kerja lagi. Okay. So adakah A, there are job vacancies in various locations. Ada jawatan kosong di beberapa tempat. Not really, it just says that they are expanding their business. Baru plan nak besarkan business. So jawapan dia adalah C. The companies will open more branches. Okay, so Aina Masarah got it. Aina Masarah answered C. Okay, so that is the answer for number 7. Right. So this is okay, this is news. Okay, Keratan Surat Khabar. Okay, so Kuala Terengganu. Schools in the area have been given the green light by the Terengganu Education Department to delay schooling hours. So sekolah-sekolah di Terengganu dapat kebenaran daripada JPN Terengganu, kan? To delay schooling hours, maknanya balik lewat ataupun menambah masa sekolah. Or cancel classes if the air pollution index, ataupun boleh cancel terus kelas, kan? If the air pollution index, apa tu API tu, API, air pollution index, maknanya kadar pencemaran udara, okay, reaches an unhealthy level following fires in a nearby forest. Maknanya kalau ada jerebu yang teruk, kan, so sekolah boleh cancel class ataupun delay schooling hours. Okay, its director said the heads of the affected schools have the authority to make the decision. Maknanya pengetua sekolah tersebut boleh membuat keputusan. Okay, what is most important is the health of the students, he told the press today. So, number 8, which of the following statements is true? Is it A, all schools have been ordered to delay schooling hours? Semua sekolah diarahkan untuk delay schooling hours. Is it true? A, mestilah salah, kan? Because it doesn't say all school, cuma sekolah yang nak sahaja. Okay? Ataupun B, the air pollution index is at an unhealthy level. Pencemaran udara bertambah buruk. Is it? Ataupun C, the school principals can choose to cancel class. Ataupun pengetua boleh membuat keputusan untuk cancel class. Which one? A, B, C? Ada jawab B, ada jawab A. Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Apa jawapannya? Kalau kita kata A, it is wrong actually because not all school. Kan, bukan semua sekolah. Cuma sekolah yang mahu ataupun sekolah yang terlibat sahaja. Ataupun B, air pollution is at an unhealthy level. It doesn't say there, it just say kalau pencemaran udara bertambah buruk. So jawapan dia adalah C. The school principals can choose to cancel classes. Boleh cancel class kalau pengetua mahu cancel class. Okay. Okay, so how many answers that you got correct? Berapa banyak yang betul? So that's part 1. 8 markah, 8 soalan, ABC. So kita rasa macam soalan ABC senang, ABC kan? The answer is already there, but then you have to be very careful because the answers are very close. So jawapan tu sangatlah dekat dengan satu sama lain. So you have to be really careful when reading. So macam mana nak pakar dalam soalan ni? You have to do a lot of questions. Kena buat banyak latihan lah. Kalau tak buat banyak latihan, you'll be confused. Okay? Confused untuk jawab. Alright. So that is part 1. Okay, so let's take a look at part 2. Part 2 pula. Part 2 ni dia akan bagi satu petikan dan ada tempat kosong. So jawapan sudah diberikan. Okay. So you just have to choose A, B, C, D and put it in the blank. Okay. So can we start now? Okay, someone commented buffering. Apa yang buffering ni? Is it only you buffering or am I buffering? Can you see me? Yeah? I guess you can see me, right? Okay. So let's take a look at the question. Okay. Tengok gambar tu. Gambar apa tu? Ni apa ni? Tenggiling ke? Is it? So pangolin. Apa tu pangolin? Tenggiling lah. Okay. So you read first kan. Baca dulu petikan tu. And then we'll go one by one. Okay. Cuba baca dulu sekejap. Ada yang dah bagi jawapan. C. Mari kita lihat apa yang C ni. Right. So petikannya. The pangolin, often referred to as an anteater, is an animal usually found. So dia dah bagi jawapan satu. Oh, untuk apa kosong tu. In Asia. So number 9, what is it? There is if, there is despite, ada juga since and although. So number 9, which one? Someone answered C, someone answered B. So for part 2, if you are good in grammar, then you will definitely get all 10 correct. So if you are not good, you need to be good. How to be good? You need to do a lot of grammar exercises. Someone answered D. So which one? Is it if? If it is sometimes mistaken to be a reptile. It doesn't sound right, you know. What about despite? Despite it is sometimes mistaken to be a reptile. Also doesn't sound quite right. Since it is sometimes mistaken to be a reptile. So jawapan dia adalah D. Although it is sometimes mistaken to be a reptile, walaupun kadang-kadang orang ingat pangolin is a reptile, it is in fact a mammal. Rupanya mamalia. Same with us. We are also mamalia. Okay. Perhaps the most surprising and disappointing. Which one? Number 10. Fact, news, reasons, or information. Disappointing what? Disappointing. Number 10. Some answered D, information. Is it true? Information. It's actually A, fakta. Perhaps the most surprising and disappointing fact. Fakta yang mengejutkan, surprising about the pangolin is that it is the world's most traded animal. Maksudnya pangolin ni, tenggiling ni adalah haiwan yang paling banyak what do you call it? Traded, illegal trade, diseludup secara haram. Okay, so kesian lah pangolin ni. It's a very cute animal, you know, and then you like seludup the animal. Okay, some estimates. Okay, number 11. Which one? Some estimates. Number 11. Some estimates tell, some estimates suggest, ataupun some estimates achieve, advise, ataupun some estimates propose. Okay, so this one is pretty clear cut. Some estimates suggest. So jawapan dia B. Okay, and then the demand for pangolins came mostly from China, where pangolin scales. So tenggiling ni dia ada scales, ada sisik tu. Okay, so di China, they believe that pangolin scales are thought to be a, which one? Number 12. A, B, C, D. Is it cure? Ataupun is it factor? Is it symptom? Or is it prevention? This one is pretty easy, right? So jawapan dia adalah which one? Mestilah cure kan. Cure is ubat kepada many health problems. Some people believe that. Tak tahulah makan macam mana kan. Maybe they like rebus ke. I don't know because I've never eaten pangolin before. Okay. So sambungan. There are 8 types of pangolins in the world. Ada 8 jenis tenggiling di dalam dunia ni. Okay. Generally, the scales on their skin, okay, number 13, consist of, result in, contribute to, or make up. Which one? Number 13. Okay, many of you answered A, consist of. Mungkin. What do you think? A. Okay, is it consist of? Rasa macam consist of, kan? Tapi jawapannya adalah make up. Apa maksud make up? Bukan make up, make up. It's not that. But make up is maknanya menyumbangkan kepada make up. Okay? Make up 20% of the pangolin's body weight. So dia punya sisik tu, sisik dia saja menyumbangkan 20% daripada berat badan dia. Okay? Pangolins can, number 14, which one? Can find, can collect, can consume, or can hunt. Which one? Untuk number 14. Which one? Is it B? Collect. Takkan kutip saja. Why would the pangolin kutip the ants? Untuk apa kutip ni? For what? Why do the pangolin collect the ants? So pangolin ni makan apa? Mesti nak makan semut kan? So which one means makan? Tepat sekali ini Ashira. So makan, consume kan, makan 20,000 ants, consume about 20,000 ants a day. Satu hari tu dia makan 20,000 semut. Banyak makan. Okay, or more than 70 million ants a year. Okay, so kalau lah tenggiling ni pupus, habis lah, penuh dengan semut. So kita we should not trade pangolins. Okay, an adult pangolin's tongue is over 40 centimeters longer than the length of its which one? Total, entire, actual ataupun overall. So dia punya tongue, dia punya lidah tu kan 40 centimeters longer than the length of its what? Body. Is it actual body? Is it overall body? Is it entire body? Or is it total body? So Akmal Haikal answered B. Correct, entire. Daripada seluruh badan dia tu kan. Dia punya tongue tu paling panjang, 40 cm longer. 40 cm lebih panjang daripada seluruh badan dia. Okay. Being solitary creatures. Apa itu solitary? What is solitary? So that's why you should have what is it? Dictionary and also thesaurus, okay, in your phone. So dictionary means kamus kan. Carilah apa itu solitary tu. Solitary means alone lah. Sentiasa bersendirian. Forever alone. Pangolin is forever alone. Hashtag single. Okay. Being solitary creatures, they meet only to find a partner and produce. Produce what? Number 16. Produce over, produce among, produce with, or produce between. Okay. Izatul answered C. Alia also answered C. So jawapannya adalah C. Okay. They produce between antara 1 to 3 young ones. So bila dia melahirkan anak tu di antara 1 ataupun 3. Okay. Baby pangolins, baby tenggiling, which have a soft skin at first. Kan mula-mula beranak tu, dia punya skin is very soft. Okay, are raised over a 2-year period. When the pangolin senses what? Number 17. Senses risk, senses threat, senses danger, or senses problem. So this one is pretty clear cut, you know. So the answer is danger. Bila dia mengesan ada bahaya di sekeliling dia, it curls itself up into a ball. It will protect its face by hiding it under its tail. Okay. The third Saturday of February each year is now World Pangolin Day. So setiap Februari, kan hari Sabtu yang ketiga adalah Hari Tenggiling Sedunia. And there is a growing effort to, which one? Is it give? Is it make? Is it create? Or is it introduce awareness? Okay. So Amirul answered C, Hakim also answered C, Alia also answered C. So jawapannya adalah C. Create awareness about saving these endangered creatures. It is hoped that the future generations can benefit from this effort. Okay. So that is part 2. What do you think? Is it more difficult than part 1, or this one is easier? Hmm. I think this one is easier because the answer is not so close, right? But then you need to be very, very good in English. Okay? All the tenses and all the prepositions, you know. So you need to do a lot of grammar exercises. Pergi carilah grammar exercises. Alright? So part 1, we already done that. Okay? Part 2, beres. So let's take a look at part 3. Apa yang ada dalam part 3. Okay. So this is the sample questions for part 3. I hope you can see the text. Okay. I hope it is not too small. All right. So let's take a look at part 3. The instruction is you are going to read an extract from an article. This is an article, so panjang sikit. Okay. This is not as short as part 1 or part 2. So part 3 is a little bit longer. Okay. So for questions 19 to 26, choose the correct answer. So soalan ABC juga. Okay, ABCD. And mark the correct letter ABCD on your answer sheet. Alright. So kita tengok petikan ni. Okay. So petikan ni actually has 6 paragraph. This is the first 3 paragraph. Okay, ni perenggan yang 3 pertama. Ada perenggan lagi. Okay. And then there are questions. So kita tengok yang mula tu. Okay. So let's read. I give you around 5 minutes to read. Uh, Cuba baca. What is it about? Cuba baca perenggan yang pertama dahulu. Pasal apa ni? Okay, so what is it about? Pasal apa eh? Okay, so in paragraph 1, it says, looking back on my childhood, I remember waiting in our small kitchen watching my mother cooking. Oh, cerita pasal mak dia. Okay, mak dia memasak cooking. Okay, we were living in Ipoh, Perak. I was 10 years old. I was then 6 years old. Silap. Okay, maafkan saya. Okay, my parents, my sister, and my 2 brothers and I all lived together in an old wooden hut. Dad struggled to make a living in his coffee shop. Mom had to worry about our daily bread. So cerita pasal mak dia, cerita pasal your family dia. Okay, they have to live in a hut dalam pondok, old wooden hut. Okay. Okay, so that's what the petikan is all about. Okay, what about paragraph 2? Our kitchen was simple. An earthen stove, blackened by smoke, forever greeted us with its round mouth. Oh, dia masak guna dapur. I think this is dapur tanah liat, I think, because it says earthen. Okay. Mom would start her busy daily routine in the kitchen while I would be sitting. Dia suka tengok mak dia memasak. Sambil mak dia memasak, dia akan duduk dan tengok. Kelih ya. Okay. Happily watching her in action. Dia suka tengok mak dia tengah masak. She would sit on a low stool, duduk dekat stool bangku kecil tu in the kitchen and chop the wood with a clumsy axe. Masa ni pakai kayu api lagi. Okay. She would place the chopped wood under the stove and then set them alight pakai kayu api kan. As the wood burned, the food she cooked gave off a delicious aroma. Okay. Times were hard, so my mother could only afford to make us ordinary dishes such as vegetables with dried shrimp and fried eggs. Makan sayur-sayuran, makan udang, udang kering, dried shrimps, and also fried eggs. But for me, sitting at that old wooden table with the whole family and gobbling up the steamy rice and the simple food was very much satisfying. Walaupun lauk yang biasa-biasa, tapi masih lagi satisfying. Okay. Once in a while, mom cooked her favorite dish of steamed chicken, and that would be a big occasion indeed. By nature, she was a clean and tidy woman. Okay, so mak dia seorang yang pembersih. But sitting by the fire at such moments, her hair would be messy, forehead beaded with sweat, and her cheeks covered in grey ash. So kalau awak pernah masak guna dapur kayu api, kan, cantik pun at the end of the day akan jadi tu macam mak dia. Okay, jadi comot because of the ash. Okay, disebabkan debu daripada kayu api tu. Okay, and then but her large eyes shone with a beauty only a mother can have. So every mother is beautiful, kan? Semua mak-mak kita semuanya lawa-lawa, cantik-cantik, gorgeous. Okay? These wonderful meals mom labored so hard to prepare helped brighten our lives even as poverty and hard times weighed us down. Walaupun keluarga dia tidak berkemampuan, tetapi saat-saat macam ni yang dia ingat. Because those are the sweet memories. So mak dia berusaha juga untuk put food on the table. Berusaha untuk masak. Okay? When I was 8, our whole family moved south to Singapore. Masa dia umur 8 tahun tu. Okay, ada yang kata gambar ayat tu kabur sangat tak boleh baca. Oh no. So actually, I took this from Lembaga Peperiksaan Malaysia punya website. Okay, maybe later I will provide the link for you to go and also read. Okay. So let's just move on to the. Should we move on to the question because it is not clear? Okay. So the question tu, macam tu lah. That's the question. Kan? Okay, so kalau question ni, it is according to paragraph. So the first four questions according to paragraph. So awak boleh baca from paragraph 2, from paragraph 3, paragraph 4 and paragraph 5. So it's quite simple kan. Sebab awak cuma perlu cari dekat paragraph 2. So macam number 19 ni, it says in paragraph 2, why does the writer use the phrase happily watching her in action? Kenapa dia kata happy to watch her mother in action? So since you cannot read the text just now, kan? Jawapan untuk 19 ni adalah 19 jawapan dia B. Tu, she feel contented to be with her mother. Maknanya dia puas hati, kan? Rasa best bila dapat tengok mak dia. Okay, so in paragraph 3, what does the writer say about her mother's character? So dekat paragraph 3 tadi, paragraph 3. Kan? No. That's not paragraph 3. Paragraph 1, paragraph 2. Okay, this is paragraph 3. Okay. So paragraph 3 says A, B, C, D. Berdasarkan paragraph 3, apa yang kita boleh tahu pasal peribadi mak dia, kan? The mother's character. For paragraph 3, number 20, jawapan dia D. She was determined to put food on the table for everyone. Okay. And then for number 21 from paragraph 4, how did the writer describe their new life in Singapore? Ni masa dia dah pindah ke Singapore. A, B, C, D, jawapan dia 21. Okay, jawapan dia D. They had to live in a cramped place. Okay. And number 22 in paragraph 5. What was the proof that their lives changed for the better? Okay. Walaupun dia hidup susah pada mulanya, kan? Their life started to get better. So number 22, the answer is B. They could afford to get a place on their own. Akhirnya, selepas menyewa, okay, they can afford to get a new place on their own. Dapat rumah sendiri. Okay. So from 23 to 26, the next 4, you have to read the whole petikan tu. Perlu baca seluruh passage tu, teks tu. Lepas tu awak kena buat kesimpulan and then answer the question. Okay, so for number 23, it says, what effect did moving to the new apartment have? Number 23, the answer is B. It says it meant that providing food was no longer problematic. So, dalam paragraph seterusnya tu, this one, okay. Sebelum ni dia pakai dapur kayu api, but then this time they have a different stove. Sekarang dah pakai uh, dapur baru, okay, dapur gas. So that's why cooking is much easier for the mother, okay. So number 25, the answer is B. How does the writer feel about her parents in the last paragraph? Okay, relieved that their life has become easier. So daripada hidup yang susah, their life started to get better. And the last one, number 26, it says, what is the purpose of the writer writing this article? Kenapa penulis ni tulis artikel ni? Untuk cerita pasal apa? So between A, B, C, D, the answer is D. Number 26. Oh wait, 26 is A. To share precious memories of her mother. Untuk share. Kenangan manis bersama dengan ibu dia. Okay. So this is part 3. So you can take a look lah. Part 3 dia akan bagi petikan panjang sikit. Okay. So this petikan has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraphs. Kalau dalam SPM sebelum ni, dia tanya soalan and then you have to answer. Okay, soalan struktur. But then this time around for SPM 2021, dia bagi ABCD. So you have to answer carefully lah. Okay. And they already told you in the first 4 questions tu, dalam 4 soalan pertama, dia dah cakap dah from paragraph berapa. Okay, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, kan, paragraph 4 and also paragraph 5. So cari dekat paragraph yang dinyatakan lah. Jangan soalan cakap in paragraph 2, kita pun cari dekat paragraph 4. You won't find the answer lah. Okay. So tengok paragraph berapa. Okay, they stated there. Okay. But for the next 4 questions ni, you have to read the whole thing, the whole text, and then you need to answer. Okay. Sama juga soalan ABCD. So this one is a bit longer lah. That's the only difference, kan? Okay. So let's move on to paper pula. Let's move on to part 4. Okay. Apa yang ada dekat part 4? Tengok arahan dahulu. You are going to read an article about a student. So artikel ni pasal seorang pelajar who went for a leadership camp. Pergi dekat camp kepimpinan for the first time. So 6 sentences have been removed from the article. So ada 6 ayat yang dia remove. Kan, dia keluarkan daripada artikel. You have to choose from the sentence A to H. The one which fits each gap. From 27 to 32. There are 2 entire sentences which you do not need to use. Okay, the text kabur, kecil sangat. Oh, this one is also not clear ya. Macam mana tu? Okay, tak apalah, kita tengok macam mana soalan dia. Okay. So you'll be given the text. This is the text. Okay, lepas tu ada tempat kosong. Kan? Ada 6 tempat kosong. So, 27, okay, 28, 29, 30, 31 and 32. Dan dia akan bagi pilihan jawapan. Okay. Pilihan jawapan. So you have to pilih antara A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and then you put it in the tempat kosong. Okay. So this question you can actually get from the Lembaga Perbahasaan Malaysia website. Okay. You just Google LPM and then you choose bahasa Inggeris. Apanya A ni tiba-tiba? Ahmad Alif says A, 27A. You go. Nope, 27 is D. Okay, so since you cannot read, you cannot see the text clearly, okay, you can just download the PDF. It is in PDF form. All right. If you are my student, I will forward in the WhatsApp group. I did forward already. Okay, so you should be able to take a look at the question dalam PDF tu. Okay, is it still not clear? Memang tak clear. Okay, jadi kabur, tak nampak. So that is the answer lah. That's the format of the question. Alright. So format dia macam tu. Dia akan bagi satu petikan and then dia akan keluarkan beberapa ayat ni. Ada 6 ayat. Okay. Tapi pilihan jawapan ada 8. Lepas ada 6 tempat kosong, pilihan jawapan ada 8. So pilihlah yang mana satu. Maknanya ada 2 jawapan yang tidak akan digunakan. Saja tu, just to throw you off. Okay. So that is part 4. Okay. Part 4. Let's take a look at part 5 pula. This is part 5. So dekat part 5 ni dia akan bagi it says here we interviewed 6 teenagers about what community service means to them. Read the text below and answer the questions that follow. So dia akan bagi text, right? Ada opinion from Shah, ada opinion from Julie, ada opinion from Hoklim, ada opinion from Amelia, ada opinion from Jeremy, and also opinion from Aida. Okay, can you see this one? Nampak tak? Can you read it? Kabur juga. Ayoyo, macam mana ni? Tak apa, tak apa. Kita just take a look at the question. Yeah. Okay, so it says Shah, Julie, ada juga Hotlim, Emilia, Jeremy, Aida. So these are the opinions about community service. Teens on community service. Okay. So the question will look like these. So dia akan bagi statement and then you have to provide which paragraph can say these. I did not enjoy the work. I organized my work. I sympathize with the unfortunate. I get input to have a better understanding of the world. So dia akan bagi statement. From the statement, you have to identify where is the paragraph. Kan? Paragraph mana ni? So dia dah ada kat sini. Kan? A, B, ada C, D, E, and F. Okay? So you can see. Okay, somebody suggested dekat awak punya YouTube tu, you can change the quality of the video. Tukar kepada 720p. Does it work? Okay, so thank you Azhan for the tips. So does it work if you change the quality? Is it different if you change to 720p? Okay, so you have to change the resolution of the video in order to uh, look at it clearly. Yeah, right. So very clear. Azhan says very clear. Very good. Okay, so this is part 4. Is it part 4? Oh, part 5 already. Okay, so these are the opinions. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F. So you have to put the paragraph. Which one is it? So for I did not enjoy the work initially, though. 33. Very clear. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so for 33, I did not enjoy the work initially. Jawapan dia adalah B. Kenapa B? Kita tengok balik. Okay, sebab Julie kata ni, wasn't very enthusiastic. Maksudnya dia tidak berapa berminat dengan community service. So jawapan dia B. Okay. I organize my work by myself. Maknanya dia buat kerja tu seorang diri. So jawapan dia adalah F. Because Aida says I kan. I hope that one day my classmates will join me. Saya harap satu hari nanti classmate saya akan join community service. So Aida says that. Okay. I sympathize with the unfortunate in my area. Saya bersimpati dengan orang yang tidak bernasib baik dekat kawasan saya. So for 35, the answer is A. Sebab it says here, even right in our own backyard. Dalam kawasan sendiri pun ada peluang untuk buat community service. Okay. What about number 36? I get input to have a better understanding of the world. Dapat input untuk lebih memahami dunia ini. So jawapan dia adalah Alif answered C. Betul lah, C. Because it says here, ni, apa yang dia buat? Apa yang Hotline buat? Go to an old folks home, kan, volunteer and spend time. Sometimes my friends and I go there after school listening to the stories about their past experiences. Has taught us some useful life lessons. So berdasarkan pengalaman old folks ni, dia akan dapat useful life lessons. So, jawapan dia, yang tadi 6 tadi jawapan dia C. Okay? So, that is part 5. That is the first 4 question. Okay, what about the next question? So, yang ni dia kata, complete the notes below using information from the text. Awak kena lengkapkan kan sini. Menggunakan perkataan daripada teks tadi. Choose no more than one word. Satu perkataan sahaja, jangan lebih daripada satu perkataan. Right. So what we know about community service, those who are interested in working with animals could help out at a apa? Or zoo. Mana yang dia cakap pasal animal tu? Which one? This one. Zoo. Is it? This is children's home, local library, all folks home. Okay, this one is okay, animal. This one is tuition. So when you want to help out with animal, you can either go to a zoo ataupun ni jawapan dia shelter. Kalau di Malaysia, we don't really have that many shelters, but overseas in America somewhere they have shelters. Maksudnya macam pusat perlindungan haiwan. So jawapan dia tadi shelter ataupun zoo. Shelter or zoo. Okay, for senior citizens, it is useful of ways. It is useful to think of ways to gapo ni the blank. What is it? Them. So mana yang cakap pasal old folks home tadi? This one. Okay. So apa yang penting bila kita pergi dekat old folks home, apa yang kita boleh buat kepada old folks home? What do you think? Cuba cari satu perkataan yang boleh isi tempat kosong tadi. It is useful to think of ways to gapo them. So tips dia, you have to find mana perkataan them. Where is the word them? And then sebelum them tu perkataan gapo. Who can answer this? Cuba cari. Anybody? Ada tak? Ya, tepat sekali Azhan. Entertain. Jelas lagi. Sudah terang lagi bersuluh. Ni, entertain them. So that's the tips lah. Kan? If you want to answer this question, cari apa jawapan ni. Kan? Cari perkataan ni. Dan cari perkataan ni dalam paragraf tu. Entertain them. Okay. Number 39. Helping children is also about making them happy, celebrating birthdays by having gapo. Is one way to do this. Having gapo is one way to do this. So kita tengok. Having is it this one? Is it kids? Is it animal shelter? No. This one is all folks. This one is zoo. Community service. Okay, children's home. This is it. Having what? Going to children's home with my parents. Having gapo. Kan biasanya budak-budak suka if you celebrate their what? What is it? Having? Kita tengok soalan tadi. Having. By having. Tepat sekali. Alia Atira. Parties. Ada yang kata still tak nampak juga. Sodoh. Kuano ni? Change the resolutions ya. Tukar resolution. Kalau still tak nampak, apa tandanya? Okay. What about number 40? Try not to think too big. Do something that will make the lives of the needy more what? And happy. So kita cari. Life of the needy. Which one is it? Happy and what? What about this one? Not here. What about this one right here? Okay, where's the answer? Happy and okay. So this one, the answer is meaningful, meaningful and happy. Okay. The lives of the needy more meaningful and happy. Tepat sekali Akmal Haikal. Meaningful and happy. Okay. So those are the five parts of the reading paper. Daripada part 1 sampai part 5. Kan? Kita recap balik. Kita tengok start daripada part 1 tadi. Just to tengok balik. Okay, so 5 parts kan? Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. So dekat part 1 ada A, B, C. Okay. So here there are 8 questions. I hope you are taking notes kan? Sambil tengok, sambil tulis nota so that you can refer later. Okay. So dekat part 1 ada 8 soalan. Okay, 8 questions dan pilihan jawapan is A, B, C. Ada 3 pilihan jawapan. Okay. Kalau part 2 pula dia akan bagi satu petikan and then there are blanks everywhere. So you need to fill up the blanks with the answers here. Dah ada dah A, B, C, D. Fill it up. Okay. Alright, so that is part 2. Part 3, longer text. Okay, ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraphs. Ada 7 perenggan. You have to read this. You can skim and scan though. Tak perlu baca semua. You can just take a look at what is the idea of each paragraph. Some people are very fast reader. So you can skim and scan. Okay. And then there are 8 questions. Tapi dekat part 3, it is stated there from paragraph berapa. So this is the advantage kan, that you have for part 3. It is stated from paragraph 2, from paragraph 3, paragraph 4, and also paragraph 5. Okay, yang ni A, B, C, D. Okay, part 4, they give you a text but then there are sentences taken out. Ada ayat yang dia ambil keluar daripada petikan tu. Awak akan ada 8 pilihan. Tapi dia nak 6 sahaja. Kena isi tempat kosong dengan ayat ni. Which one? Okay, ada 8 pilihan jawapan, ada 6 tempat kosong. Okay, and then part 5, dia akan bagi petikan kan. This is opinions, petikan. Okay, opinions. And then soalan dia, okay, dia tanya. Dia bagi statement, lepas tu dia tanya, paragraph berapa ni? Okay. Okay, and then juga isi tempat kosong. Yang ni awak kena isi perkataan no more than one word. Perkataan ni awak akan perlu dapatkan daripada petikan ni tadi. Okay. So those are the 5 parts. Kalau awak biasa membaca, then you have reading skills. Okay, macam mana nak ada reading skills? You have to read. Okay, kena baca. Tak semestinya baca novel, you can just read articles. Okay, one of my students like to read economic articles. Suka baca artikel ekonomi. So if you like to read whatever it is. Kalau awak suka K-pop, maybe you can read like fanfics. Okay, ada yang suka fan fiction. Whatever it is, as long as you are reading. Yeah, okay. Kalau suka tengok drama, maybe you can read the subtitles. Suka tengok movie, boleh baca subtitles dekat bawah tu. Tapi pastikan subtitles bahasa Inggeris. Kalau buat subtitles bahasa Melayu ke, tak dapat nak nolong. Okay. So that is the end of SPM 1119/1. Any questions before we end this session? Kita habis pukul 10. Yeah, we still have around 10 minutes to answer any questions. Okay, any questions? Ada soalan tak? I'm waiting in the comments. So final question. There's also bukan setakat student SPM, ada juga yang bukan student SPM joining us. Macam Faiz ni, Faiz Syukri. Ambil SPM tahun bila je? Okay, any questions? Oops, no question? Are you sure?
Okay, maybe I can ask one. So, if let's say students wants to pass the paper, so what is the score? What is the minimum score to get for reading?
All
What
right.
is your advice? Yeah.
I'm not sure about the minimum score, but then like for paper one, two, three, and four, the percentage would be the same. So every paper would have 25% weightage. Satu paper tu memang 25% markah dia. 25%, 25%, 25%, and 25%. So all of those parts will make up 100%. Okay, I'm not really sure how the percentage that you need to get in order to pass, uh, but then it is equal weightage, semua 25%. Alright, so every question paper tu daripada paper 1 until paper 4, all of it are important. Okay, termasuk speaking, listening, you have to work very hard on that. Okay, and then for reading is the same, 25% as well. Okay, any other questions?
So, would you like to give them a 5 minute break?
Yeah, sure. Before we end the session, okay. So, ni teka-teki. Siapa yang dapat jawab ni, I will give you top up RM5. Siapa boleh jawab? What am I? Ada dua soalan teka-teki kat situ. Okay, the more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? Cuba fikir, what is it? Satu lagi, I shave every day but my beard stays the same. What am I? What is it? Siapa boleh jawab? Ada dia top up RM5. Okay, you can message me, you can DM me on Instagram and also TikTok. My Instagram is Miss Bahira. Anybody? Before we take a break. Shadow. Azlin Danilia answered shadow. The more you take, the more you leave behind. Kurang tepat. Time also kurang tepat. What do you think? We still have around 8 minutes. I give you 1 minute for each teka-teki. Or more. Nope. Kurang tepat. What is it? Fikir. Top up RM5. Boleh buat PDPR. Each. Nope. Incorrect. Azlin Daniela answered footsteps. Betul lah, footsteps. So Azlin Danielia ni, please DM me on Instagram and also TikTok. Okay, Miss Bahira. Okay, MISSBAHIRE. So the more you take, the more you leave behind. Jawapan dia footsteps. Kan, tapak kaki awak. Semakin kuat awak melangkah ke depan, semakin banyak yang awak tinggalkan di belakang. So footsteps. Okay, tapak kaki. Okay, what about the second one? I shave every day but my beard stays the same. What am I? Siapakah saya? Okay, sorry Nur Hayati Yaakob because Azlin Danilia already answered footsteps. Okay, although salah ejaan, but I understood it's footsteps. Okay, what about the second one? I shave every day but my beard stays the same. What am I? Siapakah saya? Anyone? 1 minute. Anybody know the answer? So dua-dua Azlin dan Nilia jawab betul. Barber. A barber. What is a barber? Tukang gunting. Shave every day. Kan? Tukang gunting. Shave beard. But then my beard stays the same. Janggut sama juga. So jawapan dia barber. Okay. Congrats Azlin dan Nilia. You answered both correct. Yang pertama tadi footsteps. Yang kedua is barber. Okay. Please DM me on Instagram or TikTok. Okay, my DM and my Instagram and also my TikTok is Miss Bahira, MISSBAHIRE. All right, so that's the end of 1119/1 paper 1. Okay,
All right. Thank you, Miss Bahira. So I think we will take a break of around 5 minutes. Then we'll
Yeah,
be back with paper two. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
So
I
we
think
come back at 10. Huh?
is it 10 or 11?
Uh, you want to come back at 11?
Yeah. Or
Uh,
is it?
uh, because now we are 5 minutes to 10.
Uh-huh.
So are we coming back at 10 after 5 minutes break? Or you want to come back at 11?
Can we come back at 10:30?
Okay, 10:30. All right. Okay,
All
take
right.
a break. So, all right. So Miss Bahira will, and all of you can take a break, and we'll be back at 10:30. Okay. So stay on with us. So meanwhile, if you have any question about the first paper, which is reading, you can post. All right, you can post, and we will try to answer the question. And maybe I can also share some tips for those who want to stay on. Can share some tips on improving your reading. See, reading, you have to read every day, and I would suggest that you don't read uh, your friends' WhatsApp messages, which is a short form of all the messages, all the words. So it is very hard for you to learn much if you just read your friend's WhatsApp or just read things from the social media. So what you can do to improve your reading is probably read something which is like mm, maybe more uh, I would say more academic or more entertaining for reading. Okay, my suggestion is one thing that you can read is comics. Yeah, you can actually pick up a lot of English words if you read comics. If you have the Star newspaper, if you subscribe to newspapers, you can read the comic section. They have a lot of comics every day. They post comics every day, and they have Calvin and Hobbes, which is very interesting actually. And also for for other comics, you can also read books like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Yeah, and yeah, may I know, what you are reading most of the time? Anybody? You can share what you are reading most of the time. Yeah, I would guess that you will read your friends' messages, WhatsApp messages, and it's probably most of the time in Bahasa Melayu. So how can we improve our English so that we can get ourselves ready for our SPM? Okay, and there are a lot of interesting articles actually. Let's say if you're interested in gardening, eh, and this is an era of uh, ICT where all of you have access to phones, to desktop, to laptops. So you can read something that interests you. If let's say you like handicraft, you like to make things, then you can actually type in you can actually Google, and there are a lot of things, and you can learn from the internet nowadays. So I guess if you want to improve your reading skills, you really, really have to do reading. Okay. So, so I think I will stop here. So we will come back at 10:30. All right. So you can go for your break. You can have a drink some water maybe, yeah, to get yourself hydrated. And also, if you're hungry, you can have something to eat before we continue at 10:30. And yes, I welcome back to our workshop SPM English Language Workshop. So over to Miss Bahira again, right?
Write a short note or an email. So the word limit is 80 words. Okay. So the marks here is 20 marks for the email. Okay. And for part two, it is guided writing. And the word count is 125 to 150 words. And the total mark is a 20. Okay. Whereas for part three, there will be three questions. So you need to choose one. Jawab satu sahaja. Walaupun ada tiga soalan. You'll need to choose one essay to write. So this one is a little bit longer. You have to write between 200 to 250 words. Okay. And the marks here is also 20. All right. So part one, part two, and part three. Okay. Email, guided writing, and extended writing. We call it extended writing here. Okay. So this is the source. If you want to know more, you can go to this website. Okay. All right. So for writing, you will be assessed on four criteria. Okay, your content, your organization, your communicative achievement, and also your language. Okay. So for content, the marker pemeriksa tu penanda akan tengok sama ada your essay fulfill the task. Okay. So kalau dia suruh awak jawab email dan dia suruh cerita pasal pergi mana masa holiday kan, buat apa with your friends, who are your friends. So if you answer all those questions, then you already fulfill the task. Okay. For communicative achievement here, okay, it is the correct genre with the correct register and also the correct tone. So katalah awak tulis email kan to a friend. So maybe the tone will be informal. Okay, maybe you can use idioms ataupun some informal words. Alright. Whereas let's say if you're writing for part 3 tadi, if you're writing a review, so the genre should be correct. So kalau orang suruh tulis review and then you write a report, tidak memenuhi communicative achievement lah. Okay. And then for organization, organization, coherent writing and linked ideas. So untuk dapat markah organization, you need to use, penanda wacana, and your paragraph need to link with each other. Jangan paragraph 1 cakap pasal kucing, paragraph 2 tiba-tiba cakap pasal bangunan pula. So it's not coherent. Tidak berkaitan antara satu sama lain. Okay. And then the language, of course, it needs to be grammatically correct and accurate. So again, grammar is very important. So how to be good in grammar? You have to read a lot and you have to do a lot of grammar exercises. Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look at part 1 first. Apa yang ada di dalam part 1? Okay. Email. Okay. About 80 words. And language should be concise and direct. Jangan terlampau panjang, jangan terlampau berbunga-bunga because it is an email. So it needs to be direct and straight to the point. Alright. So there's writing an email. Okay. Mari kita tengok email. So this is the question. Again, if kalau tak jelas, you need to put your video in 720p resolution. Okay. Can you read the question for a while? Cuba baca sekejap. Right. So in part one, okay, for question one, it says there you received an email from your new friend. Dapat email daripada kawan baru anda, nama dia Amy, who has just moved to your hometown. So Amy ni baru je pindah ke kampung tempat tinggal anda. Okay, so Amy kata in the email, "Hi, the school holiday is finally here. Let's go for a picnic with our friends." So dia kata actually sekolah kan. Jom pergi piknik dengan kawan-kawan kita. Where shall we go and what can we do there? Okay, so nak pergi ke mana dan apa yang kita boleh buat bila sampai di sana? Okay, what should we bring? Kena bawa apa ni? Okay, I'll be waiting for your reply. Bye. So that is the email from Amy. So what you need to do is to reply to Amy's email. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at things to consider before you write. So apa yang patut ada dalam fikiran anda sebelum anda menulis? Okay. So there are general info and also specific info. So general info tu tadi dah cakap dah, Amy kan. Siapa Amy? New friend kan. Baru saja pindah, just move to your hometown. Okay. Ada juga general info about school holiday and also picnic with friends. So specific info is ada dalam soalan tadi. Ada 3 di sini that you have to write about in order to get marks kan. In order to get marks for task fulfillment. So kalau tak ada 3 ni, that means you did not fulfill the task. Okay. So wajib ada where shall we go, what can we do, and what should we bring. 3 benda tu wajib ada. Okay. For specific info. So make sure all this specific info is in your email. Right. So without this specific info, you will not get much marks. Tak dapat banyak markah untuk content. Okay. Alright. So this is the outline of the email. So apa yang perlu ada dalam email? Mula-mula kena ada greetings kan. Hi Amy. Macam itulah, that is greetings. And then you need to have the reason for writing email. Untuk apa awak tulis email ni? Kan, to reply to Amy's email lah. Amy hantar email kepada awak and you need to reply to the email. Okay. And then you need to have point 1, point 2, and point 3. So point 1, 2, 3, it is already specified just now. Kan? Where should we go? What should we do? And what should we bring? So it's very clear cut. Sangat-sangat clear. Okay. And last kali, pen off. Kan? Ini penutup. Okay. So let's see macam mana ni nak tulis email ni. So this is the sample answer. Okay, sample answer. Macam biasa, kalau hantar email mesti ada address kan, untuk siapa, daripada siapa. Okay, so subjeknya is very easy. You don't need to think a lot when it comes to subject. Subject is like the title. Kan? So apa yang awak nak tulis dalam email ni? Purpose awak tulis email ni? It is to write about picnic with friends. Okay, so it says, Hi Amy. Okay, so that is greeting. Okay, so reason for writing. Ni what a lovely idea to go for a picnic during the school holidays with our new friends. So over here, you already stated the reason for writing the email. Sebab Amy aja awak pergi picnic with your friends. Okay. So tambah sikit. I'm sure Shah, Alia and Suraya. Siapa Shah, Alia dengan Suraya ni? These are your new friends. Kan? Will be delighted to join us. Okay. So dekat point yang pertama, point yang kedua dan point yang ketiga, this is where the content lies. This is it. Kan? Where should we go? So you answer already the question. We can go to Pantai Cahaya Bulan. That answer the first question. Where should we go? What should we do? Tapi sebelum jawab what should we do, tambah sikit. It is a famous tourist spot. This explains about Pantai Cahaya Bulan. Okay. So what should we do? Ada kat sini. We can ride horses and play kites. Boleh naik kuda, boleh main dengan wow, kan? The view is also so breathtaking. Tambah sikit. Kan, pemandangan yang menakjubkan. Okay? Don't forget to bring sunscreen, food, drinks, and change of clothes. So apa yang kena bawa ni? Sunscreen, food, drinks, and change of clothes. Okay. I can't wait. Ni penutup. See you then. Bye. So very simple. But then it answer all the question. 3 soalan tadi. Where should we go? What can we do? And what should we bring? Pastikan anda jawab 3 soalan. So bila dapat soalan email tu, for example like this, you need to determine where is the task that you need to answer. This is it. Okay, this is the content. So kalau awak katalah awak jawab, oh we should go to Pantai Cahaya Bulan, tapi awak tak jawab what can we do there, kuranglah markah untuk content. Okay, and if you see the email just now, it is simple yet it is informative. Semua info ada dalam ni. Okay, so the language should be direct, it should be straight to the point. Okay, so semua email ni 80 words. Cukup lah. Sebab dalam soalan kata, write an email to your friend in about 80 words. So katalah terlebih 1 atau 2, okay lah. Not more than 85 words. Okay, jangan lebih daripada 85 patah perkataan. Okay, so that is email. Any questions about email? You have questions, you can type in the comments. Any question? Someone asked, what is this? This is an email. Any other question? Anybody? No question? You understand all? Are you sure? No question. Okay, so since there is no question, okay, let's move on to part 2. Okay, Azalin asked, can I use proverbs? Boleh tak guna proverbs? So proverbs for email, what do you think? Can we use them? I think it is advisable not to use if it exceeds the word limit. Kalau melebihi jumlah perkataan, maybe you should not use proverbs. But then if there are still a lot of more words left, masih banyak lagi jumlah perkataan, why not? I don't see the reason you cannot use proverb. Okay, so you can use proverb in email asal kata lebih daripada jumlah perkataan ni. Okay, in about 80 words. So 80, 83, 85, okay lah. Okay, any other questions? Okay, do we always have to write 3 points or need to base on questions? Good question. Adakah kita wajib ikut outline ni tadi? You kena tengok soalan lah based on the question tu. Sometimes it's 3 kan. Ni, over here. This one. You need to read the question carefully and then you need to determine, nak kena tentukan apa yang soalan nak sebenarnya. Okay, macam ni dia kata, to the school holiday is finally here, let's go for a picnic with our friends. So this is the, kalau tulis email tu, this is the pendahuluan kan. So apa yang patut ada dalam point, this right here. So bergantung kepada soalan. Okay. Any other questions? You need to have fast hands to type. Kalau tengok dengan telefon, maybe you can type very fast. Any other questions? Okay, so Ardini asks, how paragraph? I guess you mean how many paragraphs. Okay, how many paragraphs that we have to write in email? 2 or 3? It doesn't really matter actually, but then you need to go and, okay, kita tengok outline kan. So greeting tu hi Amy tu kan. Reason for writing email tu yang tadi tu. Bila dia kata ni, what a lovely idea tu. Okay, so points ada kat sini. So paling kurang tu 2 lah, dua perenggan. Okay, pendahuluan and then all the points here. So email, you don't need a lot of paragraphs actually because email is very concise. Sangat tepat, padat dan ringkas. Okay. So I guess minimum is 2 lah. Jangan terlampau banyak because it is an email. Okay, any other question? Okay, I guess there are no more questions. Okay, on email. So don't worry, email is very simple. I think you have written email in PT3 kan? So you just need to find the specific info. Tu. If you answer all the tasks in the specific info, then I'm sure you can get good marks for this. Yeah, and remember it is about 80 words. So 80, 82, 85, okay lah. Don't write too long because it is an email. Okay? All right, so let's move on to part 2. Okay, so what is in part 2? So part 2 is what we call guided essay. It is between 125 to 150 words. Okay, use all the notes given and you can add your own ideas when necessary. Kena guna semua notes yang diberikan dalam soalan, but at the same time you can also add your own ideas. Okay? All right. So this is the question for part 2. It says the instruction, you must answer this question. Write your answer in 125 to 150 words in appropriate style. Mesti dalam style yang sesuai. Okay, for guided writing. Right, so the question is, your class has been discussing how they spend their money and your teacher has asked you to write an essay about what you would spend your money on. Okay, so dia kata kat sini your class tengah berbincang macam mana cara untuk spend money, cara untuk membelanjakan wang. Okay, and your teacher asks you to write an essay, tulis essay pasal what would you spend your money on. Okay, so in your essay you should write about, so kat sini ni dia punya specific info kan. Yang pertama, what you would like to buy, nak beli apa kan. Reasons for your choice, kenapa nak beli benda ni. Okay, and where do you usually buy these things, bila selalunya, kat mana selalunya awak beli benda ni. Okay, write your essay using all the notes given and give reasons for your point of view. Alright, so let's take a look at the things to consider before writing. Apa yang kita patut fikir sebelum kita tulis. Okay. So general info dia, students discuss how they spend their money. Kan, patut awak kena tulis essay pasal how you would spend your money. Alright. So specific info is, what would you like to buy? Apa perkara yang awak nak beli tu? Kan. Reasons for your choice, kenapa awak beli benda tu? And also where to buy, kat mana nak beli ni? Okay, so that is guided writing. Dia dah ada specific info ni, but then you need to add your own ideas. Okay, so outline for guided essay, mula-mula kena ada intro, macam biasalah. Okay, lepas tu ada point 1, point 2 and also point 3, and lastly is the conclusion. Okay, so let's take a look at the sample. Sample of guided essay. Alright, so this is the intro kan. So dekat intro it says, my parents usually give me 10 ringgit per day to spend, 10 ringgit sehari kan. I would spend half for food and drinks. I would save another half for my hobbies. In a month, I have roughly 150 ringgit tucked away in my piggy bank. So this is the intro. Ceritalah berapa yang awak ada kan. Contohnya dalam ni penulis ni kata dia dapat 10 ringgit sehari kan. Separuh untuk food and drinks. Separuh lagi untuk hobi. So kat mana dia simpan, dalam piggy bank. Apa itu piggy bank? Tabung. Okay. So for point 1, 2 and 3 kan, dia tulis ni dia akan jawab 3 specific info tadi. Apa yang dia beli kan, kenapa dia beli dan di mana dia beli. Okay. So kita tengok dekat first point ni kan. Firstly, I would spend 50 ringgit to buy mobile data. This is what kan. As I am a big fan of anime. Kenapa beli? Sebab dia big fan of anime kan. During my free time, I watch episodes of my favorite anime online. So that is point one. Okay, what about point two? It says here, secondly, another 50 ringgit will be spent on buying reference books. Apa yang dia beli? Reference books. Since I am weak in physics, I usually order exercise books from Shopee. Beli kat mana? Shopee. Kan? Kenapa beli? Sebab lemah dalam physics. Okay, this is point two. Okay, lastly, I deposited 50 ringgit into my SSPNI account for my future studies. So, apa yang dia beli? Yang ni dia simpan dalam SSPNI account. Kan? Sebab I aspire to be an airline maintenance crew one day. So, apa itu airline maintenance crew? Yang apa jaga kapal terbang. Okay? Okay, penutup dia. In short, I am thrifty. So, thrifty is orang yang bijak menggunakan wang thrifty. And spend my money wisely. Always be ready for a rainy day. Sentiasa bersedia untuk kecemasan, emergency, rainy day. So, the word count is 136 words. Okay lah. Sebab, tadi dia kata dalam instruction, between 125 to 150. So, if you write 136 words, okay lah, in between. Alright, so this is how you answer guided essay. Pastikan dalam setiap points tu, you already answered all the specific info. Beli apa, kenapa beli, kan beli dekat mana. Okay, so this is the type ataupun this is the example of guided essay. Alright, so any questions about guided essay? Any questions that you would like to ask? Any questions, anyone? No questions? Are you sure? Cuba tengok ada tak soalan. No question? Pelik, pelik. Do you, all of you understand or you don't know what you don't understand? Which one? Sama ada 100% faham ataupun awak tak faham apa yang awak tak faham? Which one? No question? Alright, so if there's no question, let's move on to part 3. Okay, so SPM 1119/2 part 3. So there are 3 questions, but then you need to choose only 1 out of 3 question. Pilih satu daripada 3 soalan. Sama ada article, review, report ataupun story. So if you like to read a lot of novels, suka tengok drama, so maybe you can answer story, kan? Whereas if you like to read a journal, so if you like to read articles, maybe you can answer report. Okay, kalau you suka tengok movie, okay, you suka baca review, then maybe you can answer tu lah movie review. So review here sama ada movie review ataupun book review. Okay, there's only 2. There's also article. Kalau suka tulis article, you can write on article. So this one is extended writing. Kita panggil extended writing because ni the word count. So kat sini perkataan tu kena panjang sikit lah, kan, jumlah perkataan. So essay di sini kena panjang sikit, between 200 to 250 words. This one, part 3, extended writing. So let's take a look. Alright. So these are the questions. Ada question 1, question 2 and question 3. Ada 3 soalan, but you need to choose only 1. So cuba baca dulu soalan untuk artikel ni. What do you understand from the question? This one is article, yeah, because it says the articles wanted. Okay, dia kata kat sini, write an answer to one of the question. Write your answer in 200 and 250 words in appropriate style. Put the question number in the box at the top of the answer space. Bila awak periksa nanti lah. Okay, so cuba baca dulu soalan ni. Artikel. Okay, so the question, it says articles wanted my school canteen. Kalau tulis artikel pasal my school canteen. See, so dia punya specific info apa yang perlu ada dalam content artikel tu. Okay, yang pertama, what other types of food would you like to be served? So dekat kantin tu dah ada makanan kan. Makanan apa lagi yang anda nak di kantin? Kan, maybe at your canteen now ada like mi goreng or nasi lauk. So maybe you want like chicken chop, mac and cheese, western gitu. So maybe you can write in your essay, in your article. Okay, what special facilities should your canteen have? Apa lagi kemudahan yang sepatutnya kantin awak ada? Kan? So maybe at your canteen now ada, what is it? What is usually available at the canteen, I wonder. Maybe ada sink or whatever. So what other facilities that you want your canteen to have? Maybe there should be toilets at your canteen. Kan? Maybe there should be a mini library. Okay, ataupun ada TV ke, sambil makan sambil tengok TV kan. Okay, how can you improve your canteen? This is your suggestion. What should your canteen have kan, to improve your dining experience? Sambil makan nak ada music ke kan. Maybe your canteen need some interior designing ke kan. Sekarang your canteen is not interesting to look at. Maybe the canteen need to be more inviting kan. Write us an article answering these questions. The best article will be displayed on the school magazine. So awak kena ingat awak menulis untuk school magazine. So kena tulis article. Article is very easy. Cuma perlu ada tajuk kan. Tajuk dan nama penulis. That's it. And then you need to answer the specific questions here. What are the types of food? Kan. Bagilah example a few food. Like I said just now, chicken chop kan, mac and cheese, whatever. And then special facilities, maybe ada mini library, mungkin ada toilet. Okay. And how can you improve your canteen? Macam mana nak improve your canteen ni? Kan, maybe there's music while you're eating and drinking. Kan, maybe what else? Maybe your canteen should be cleaner or something like that. Okay, so this is article. Okay, this is question yang pertama. So question yang kedua, review pula. Reviews required. Review ni macam ulasan. Ulasan untuk buku, ulasan untuk movie, kan? So, have you watched any interesting movies lately? So, this one is movie review. Ni ulasan untuk movie. Send us your movie review. So, specific info is, say what you enjoyed about the movie. Apa yang awak enjoy pasal movie ni? So, macam mana nak jawab ni? Maybe you can give a background of the movie. Siapa pengarah dia, siapa pelakon dia, kan. Movie ni berapa jam, genre dia berapa jam, kan. Lepas tu, would you recommend the movie to your friends? So, kalau tengok movie ni, adakah awak akan suruh awak punya kawan-kawan, adakah awak akan recommend movie ni kepada family and friends? Kenapa? Why? Kan. If you would recommend, why? If you don't recommend, why? Okay. The best reviews will be published in our newsletter. Okay, so this is a review. Okay, another question. This one is story. So you have a choice lah. You can write article, you can write review, or you can write story. So kalau suka baca cerita, suka baca novel, kan, suka tengok movie, maybe you can take the plot from the movie, kan, or the plot from the drama. Boleh lah punya story. Boleh juga, no problem. Okay. A dream comes true. Hmm. Mimpi jadi kenyataan. Hmm. The story should include description of the dream. Okay. How the dream is achieved. Apa mimpi yang comes true for you? I don't know what teenagers are into these days. Sekarang ni remaja suka apa? Apa hobi remaja zaman sekarang? Usually like my students, all of them either love K-pop or ada yang suka main game, PUBG, ML, ada yang suka Genshin Impact, kan? Free Fire. Okay. So maybe one of your dream comes true is you can go for a league, liga where you can compete with other gamers, kan? A team of gamers. Maybe your dream comes true is you win 1 million ringgit in a gaming competition, kan? Main Dota tu dapat free, dapat cash money for being the first, kan? Who knows? So you have to describe the dream, okay, and how the dream is achieved. So today kita nak tengok pasal review tadi. Sebab article is common, okay, and story pun common. Okay, yang kita tak pernah buat is review, movie review. So let's take a look at movie review. Okay, so general info dia is interesting movies, okay, and you are writing for a newsletter. Newsletter ni is like sort of like a magazine. Tapi newsletter maybe it is weekly, ada yang bi-weekly, ada yang 2 minggu sekali keluar newsletter, macam tu. Okay. So specific info is movie review. What you enjoy about the movie? Apa yang enjoy pasal movie tu? And then would you recommend the movie? Kalau I recommend, yes, I would recommend. You have to answer why. If you said no, I don't recommend the movie, you need to also answer why. So this is movie review. If you want to take a look at movie review, you can Google any movie review. Movie review of what? Kan? Katalah you like to watch Frozen, let it go tu, and then you just write movie review Frozen. Kan? Frozen movie review. You can take a look at the contoh dia. Kan, macam mana nak buat. Okay. So, okay, outline of review. You need to first have the intro, kan? And then you need to have a brief description of the movie. So aku kena terangkan sikit pasal movie tu. Like I said just now, maybe you should talk about siapa pengarah dia, kan, pelakon dia. Maybe the genre, ni cerita apa ni, cerita hantu ke, cerita romantik ke, cerita action ke, kan? Okay, and then you need to have point 1, 2, 3, and then conclusion. Okay, so this is the outline. Alright. Sebenarnya movie review ni, it is in your full blast textbook. So this one, okay, contoh ni, I took it from your Form 4 textbook, full blast. Ada di page 92. Okay. If you still have your textbook with you, kalau yang menonton ni Form 4, you boleh tengok. You boleh refer dekat you punya buku teks. Dekat page 92, ada tips dekat situ. Okay. So this is a movie yang Ola Bola tu. So this is the movie review. Okay. So in the first paragraph ni, this is the brief description. Okay. Ola Bola is a Malaysian film directed by Chu Keng Guan. Okay. So you talk about siapa director dia. Kan. Genre dia pula, it is a sports film. Ni cerita movie pasal sukan. Kan. Which stars JC Chi as Chow Kwok Kyong. Siapa JC Chi ni? Captain of the national football team in Malaysia. Okay. And then, okay, in 1980, siapa pelakon dia? Kita pun cakap. Pelakon dia Bron Palari. Apa watak dia? Rahman. A would-be sports commentator and a friend of Chow's. Okay. And then like in point 1, 2, 3, you need to talk about the movie lah, kan? Contohnya, okay, the film is set in 1980. Kan, setting dia, latar masa dia 1980. It is inspired by the true story of how the Malaysia national football team made it to the 1980 Olympics. Cerita pasal macam mana tim Malaysia berjaya ke Olimpik 1980. Okay. It narrates the stories of the players who have to overcome obstacles and personal issues on their way to success. Cerita pasal pemain bola tu. Kan, apa masalah dia, macam mana dia mengatasi masalah dia. Okay. Its highlight dalam movie tu, climax dia is the match between Malaysia and South Korea. lawan dengan K-popers. Okay. So which Malaysia wins and qualifies for the 1980 Olympics. Malaysia menang, dapat masuk Olympics. Okay. Lepas tu dekat point 2, a special feature of the film is careful attention that was given to details. Apa yang menarik pasal movie ni sebab dia punya detail dalam movie tu. In order to make the 80s setting look authentic and to help develop the character stories. Bila awak tengok movie tu, awak rasa macam awak kembali ke tahun 80-an. Okay, that's what is good about the movie. Okay, but most importantly, it is a film which teaches us to never give up. It shows how important it is to put differences aside and work together to achieve a common goal. Macam mana kita meletakkan perbezaan untuk berjaya bersama-sama. Okay, so aku punya review kat bawah ni kan, I found this film very entertaining. Okay, so tadi dalam soalan tadi dia tanya, would you recommend? So kat sini kita jawab, I would highly recommend. Namanya akan recommend lah, sangat-sangat recommend to my friends and family as there are many good moral values. Kena bagi awak punya pendapat lah. Kenapa awak recommend ni? Because there are many good moral values that one can emulate from the movie. Okay, I think it should be seen not only by all sports lovers but also by anyone looking for an inspirational story. So, the word count. Okay, jumlah perkataan 230 words. Okay lah. Sebab dalam soalan tadi, dia kata berapa perkataan. Soalan kata between 200 and 250 words. So kita jawab 230 words. Okay lah. Okay, in between. So that is extended writing. Kena tulis panjang sikit. Kan? So soalan yang masuk sama ada artikel, review, report ataupun story. Choose one. Jangan tulis 3 pula. Okay. So any questions about extended writing? Ada soalan tak? Question? Any question? No question? Tak ada soalan? Pahal belakang kau ni. I am very doubtful. No questions at all? Are you sure? No? Okay. If there's no question, alright. So that's it actually. That's the end of 1119 stroke 2, paper 2 untuk writing. Okay. No questions, right? Alright. So, let's recap apa yang kita dapat tadi. So, how many papers for SPM 1119? Berapa papers untuk SPM 1119? Ada yang boleh jawab tak? Just write in the comment. How many papers? Anyone? Anybody? How many papers? Okay, Aini Ashira said 4, Mirza said 2. Mana satu ni? Sudah. Someone said 3. Sudah. How many papers? 4. Adeliana said 4. Which one is it? Chocopai. Siapa Chocopai ni? Said 4. Ada jawab 2, 2, 4. Which one? 4. 4. So, what is the answer? 1. Sudah. How many? 4. Okay, so the correct answer is 4 kan, 4. Sama macam masa awak dah jawab PT3. Masa PT3 pun sama, 4 papers. Okay. Paper 1 is for reading. Paper 2 is for writing. Paper 3 is for speaking. And paper 4 is for listening. 4. Okay. But paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 and paper 4, all of it is 25%. So 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%, cukup 100%. Setiap paper tu sama penting sebab 25% sama je. Okay. Yang dua tadi tu, siapa yang jawab dua is actually old format. So old format dua saja. New format 4. So samalah daripada start awak PT3 sampailah awak SPM, the format is the same. Kan ada 4 papers. Ada reading, writing, speaking and listening. Okay. 19. 19 stroke 1 is reading. 19 stroke 2 is writing. 19 stroke 3 is speaking. And paper 4, 19 stroke 4 is listening. 4. Okay. Dalam paper 1 tadi, reading tadi tu ada 5 parts, 5 parts. Paper 2 ada 3 parts. So kita tengok molek Okay. 4 papers. Okay. Hari ni kita bincang pasal paper 1 and paper 2, reading and writing. Okay, number 2. How many parts for paper 1? Kalau paper reading tadi, how many parts? Siapa boleh jawab? Ada yang tak tanya soalan terus jawab ni. Macam mana ni? How many parts for paper 1? Anyone? Ada berapa section untuk paper 1? Reading tadi, ada berapa? 5. Everybody answered 5, 5, 5. So the correct answer is 5. Betul lah ada 5 parts kan. Part 1 tadi ada ABC kan. Part 2 tu ada yang isi tempat kosong. Part 3 ada yang panjang punya petikan tu and then you need to answer ABCD kan. Part 4 yang isi tempat kosong untuk tapi dalam bentuk ayat tu. Part 5 tu last one. Okay, 5 parts. Alright. So number 3, what about paper 2? How many essays do you need to write? Dalam paper 2, berapa banyak essay yang kena tulis? Cuba fikir. Fikir. How many parts and how many essays untuk paper 2? Kalau writing, how many essays? Okay, so 3, 3, 3. Is it correct? 3? Okay, betul lah 3 kan. Apa yang 3 tadi ada yang jawab tadi. Who answered just now? 3 parts, 3 essay. Okay. Yang pertama email kan. Part 1 is email. Part 2 is guided writing. And then the last one is extended writing. Betul lah 3 parts. Right? So, good kan to those who answer. Alright. So I hope that all of you already know the format. Okay. There are 4 paper kan. Ada 4 kertas sama macam PT3. Kertas pertama reading, kertas kedua writing, kertas yang ketiga speaking, and kertas yang keempat listening. Okay. Alright. Okay. So self-reflection. So you need to ask yourself, muhasabah, what have I done to improve my English? Apa yang telah anda lakukan untuk improve English? Your English. What can be done? Apa yang boleh awak buat? Okay. So you can share your thoughts and also you can share your opinion at the comments. Apa yang awak telah buat untuk improve you punya English? Anybody? You can write in the comment. We can discuss together. What have you done to improve your English? Anyone? Okay, so Hazik said always studying with friends. I don't understand what Amin Al Fatih answered. Switch mirror. Hmm. Okay, so Charlene said talk to families in English. Yes, I agree. Anything else? If you want to know, I also talk to my cats in English. I have 7 cats. I talk to my cats in English. Hmm. Maybe if you have pets at home, you should speak in English to your pets. Okay, lots of exercises, correct? What else? What else can you do? Try to use English word in a day. That's good. Okay, maybe you should learn a word a day. Satu hari satu perkataan. Okay, watch English movies. Yeah, correct. I usually use Netflix to watch movies. Or if you are, if you are tech savvy, you can use torrent to download movies. Speaking with my friends, correct? Learn from lyrics. Interesting. When I was in school, I learned from lyrics. I used to listen to a lot of Linkin Park songs and also Limp Bizkit songs. So that's how I learn English. Right now, oh, I sing. Shafiq Yahya said, I sing. Good for you. Karaoke. Karok karok. Okay. Now you can use Spotify to listen to songs and there are also lyrics included. Masa teacher dulu, I have to buy this cassette. I don't know if you know what is cassette. Cassette tu macam cassette tape tu kan. And then you put it in the radio, you have to record the songs. If I want to know the lyrics, I have to go to the internet and Google, print out. Uh, Sekarang you can just use Spotify. Okay. Read a lot of books to add vocabulary. Yes, I agree. Because English is not like other subjects. Okay, I cannot tell you what topics will come out in the exam. I can only tell you jenis apa, article ke, review ke. But then the vocab, all the words you need to come up with it on your own. So how to have a lot of vocab? Reading, listening to music, and also watching movies. Okay. Right now, you can also read e-books, electronic books. So you don't have to buy books actually. You can just read electronic books. Kan? You have your handphone, you can find electronic books. Anything else? Okay, my primary school teacher taught me to make my personal book for my vocab. Yes, I agree. When I was in primary school, that's what I did as well. Beli buku log tu, kan? Ada buku log yang dah ada A, B, C, D tu. You can buy that log book and every day you just put words in there. Kan? Perkataan, maksud, and also contoh ayat. Online chatting, interesting. So now you have like a lot of social media. You have like Instagram, you have Facebook, you have TikTok. You can chat with people. You can use WhatsApp, you can use Telegram. So that's how you become good in English. Interesting. Nor Adeliana said listen to podcasts. Spotify also had podcasts, so you can listen to podcasts. Okay, Mama Afik say playing games. I agree. Some of my students can they play PUBG and then some of them also make TikTok videos to show other people their gameplay. So playing games are good. Okay, read English newspapers. Listen to English news. Betul? Anything else? Read English books. Yes, correct. And also, kan, if you have your handphone, everybody has handphone nowadays. You can install exercises, grammar exercises. You can install online dictionary, and you can also install online thesaurus. Thesaurus is like a dictionary, cuma dia ada perkataan yang sama maksud, synonyms. Okay, Faiz Shukri said, I learn through playing games too. Good for you, Faiz. Oh, answer quiz on IG story. So this is new. I didn't know that you could do this on IG story. So you can learn English by answering quiz on Instagram stories. That's interesting. Okay, any other ways to be good in English? So there are a lot of ways to be good in English. Nowadays, there is no excuse not to be good. Okay, you can go to Spotify, you can use YouTube, you can use IG, Instagram, you can use TikTok. There's a lot of materials there. All right. Uh, so if you have done all of these things, good for you. Congrats. You are on your way to be good in English. Okay. All right. So that's the end of our session. Oh, somebody said practice speaking in front of the mirror. That's good. So when you speak in front of the mirror, you can see the way that you pronounce words. Okay. So that is a good way also to be good in English. All right. So here, this is by Socrates. It says, he said, the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Maksudnya kalau you rasa you pandai, you should not stop there. Kalau kita rasa kita pandai, there are still people who are more intelligent than us. So you should keep learning. Sentiasa belajar. Lifelong learning, okay? I am also still learning, even though I'm already a teacher. Alright?
So, all right, good afternoon again. Anybody has any more question? And I think we learned a lot. I learned a lot too from Teacher Bahira. So I think we have a lot of input from Teacher Bahira, and I really hope all of you have jotted down in your notebook so that you can have a look when you want to study and you want to learn English, and all the methods that and strategies that you have suggested are very good strategies to improve your English. And you really have to use it. You really have to use it. You really have to look at English, read English, then you will improve your English. And now English is extremely important when you go for interviews. Now there's a race, and when the employer, nanti you nak pergi cari kerja kan, you're going to be form 5, maybe you're looking for work or jobs, your interview may be in English. So it will be good if you really brush up your English. This is going to help you in future. And we are actually really, really lucky that Miss Bahira is willing to spend the whole morning with us. And I do apologize if there's some problems while we were trying to do this live. So please post your question if you still have any. We will wait 1 or 2 minutes more to just get you to post any question. Yeah, if you have any still. So don't be shy, just write it down so that we can try to answer things that you need to know. So I'd just like to ask Miss Bahira, meaning do they still have like SPM exam formally, which is like whole Malaysia?
From what I read, only paper 4 will be marked by outside examiners. So I guess like for paper 1 until 3, it will be done at school. But I guess it will be on the same dates lah, just like PT3.
What about the question? Will it be the same all over Malaysia?
I'm not sure about that because we haven't received any news yet. But I guess from PT3, some of the schools will receive the same question, right?
I
I think
think
they are, yeah.
there
So
should
maybe the
be
same
some kind of
information.
standardization, yeah, so that
Yeah,
when you get your results, so it's like standard for Malaysia. So
right.
everybody, yeah, just have to get ready for that. Okay, any more question? So before we call it a day, I think all of you have been with us since 8:30 and it's now going to be 11:30. So 3 hours you have stayed with us and we have actually learned a lot. And you are all excellent students, teachers who responded to the question, and we are very glad that you are active students who responds to questions and also pose question. That is the way to learn actually. Yeah, to learn is not just sit and listen. You don't learn much if you just sit and listen. You have to think and you have to come up with questions to ask. As this is the same as in school. You know, if you have any question, don't think that, oh yeah, it's a silly question. No question is silly. No question is foolish when you want to learn. Okay, just ask spontaneously when you have doubt about what you are learning. So this is a way to learn, which is we call active learning. You don't just read, or listen. We have to process. And then when there is doubt, that you're not sure, things that you're not sure of, just pose the question. You know, put up your hand in class and ask your teacher. Okay, and of course the best place also to look for answers will be to Google it, but be careful. Google, there is a lot of fake things there too, you know. So you have to be selective when you Google things on the internet. So look for things which are true. You may want to ask your teacher. Yeah, what you may want to ask your teacher about the things which are true and which is untrue. So when you are using the internet, just be careful. All right. So don't take everything post in the social media, in your Instagram, Twitter, in the Facebook as facts. Sometimes they are not facts. So if you want to write your factual essay, you should look for academic articles or look in books, textbooks which are authentic, which we know that they are really talking about facts. Yeah, don't simply take anything from the internet and think that they use it as facts. Most of the things posted are not. They are made up by people, made up by a lot of people. So when you want to find facts, just be careful, all right? And then, yeah.
I think Aini Ashira as paper 4 is listening. Okay, actually, yeah, paper 3 is speaking, paper 4 is listening.
So like Miss Bahira said, so paper 4 may be standardized, yeah, may. So
Yeah.
they may send a track, they may send a CD, and they set a time, set a date and a time, and all of you have to sit in the hall or in the examination room, and you have questions that you have to answer while listening. So for that, you need to practice as well. That's why some of you say, yeah, talking in English, speaking in English with your family members, which is a good idea because you have to learn to listen. Yeah, you listen, and somebody said podcast, and that is a very good idea. You have lots and lots of very good podcasts which you can listen to and pick up the language and sharpen your listening skills as well. Okay, so all right, now I think the time is like 1 minute to 11:30. So I will ask one more time if any of you have questions.
Oh, Aisha asked the question how to score in paper 3. So paper 3 is speaking. How to score in paper 3? The same, Aisha. You have to do a lot of exercises, and like just now, someone suggested listening to audiobooks. So audiobooks is also one of the good ways to improve your speaking. And also, someone suggested just now to practice speaking in front of the mirror. Ain Zakiyah just now. That is also one of the tips to improve your speaking skills. I guess the ultimate way to be good in speaking is to practice speaking every day. So macam mana you pandai dalam bahasa Melayu kan, you can speak bahasa Melayu without even thinking. So that's how it's the same. If you want to be good in English, you have to practice every day. Kan, most of my students they say that they are ashamed, malu sebab nak cakap bahasa Inggeris. Why are you ashamed? You shouldn't be ashamed. Kan, tak patut malu. Kalau you buat mistakes, biasalah, mistakes are okay. Kalau you nak terus perfect 100%, you cannot be, because we are humans kan. We tend to make mistakes. So it's okay to make mistakes kan. Before I became a teacher, I make like millions of mistakes. Joto apa silap teacher buat. Even when I am a teacher now, I also make mistakes. So mistakes are okay. You need to try first. Jangan you takut buat silap and then you cakap tak nak lah, tak mau lah, nanti malu. So you shouldn't be ashamed. Tak perlu malu. If you didn't speak, then you cannot practice. So the key to be good in speaking is to practice every day. Lidah tu you have to lembutkan. Kalau lidah kerah agak, payuh ha. So speak every day. Alright? Okay. Someone also asked here, paper 2 writing. Betul, paper 2 writing. Part 1 ada email. Okay. Part 2 guided essay. Betul. Part 3 extended writing. Ada 3 choices. Yeah, correct. Paper 1 email, paper 2 guided, and paper 3 extended. Cuma dekat part 3 tu extended writing ada 3 choices, 3 pilihan. Pilihlah mana satu yang you nak jawab. Okay? Alright, any other questions?
Okay, what Miss Bahira says is exactly true. You don't speak, you don't learn. Yeah, no speaking, no learning, and don't be afraid of making mistake. Definitely, all of us make mistake. Even professors, even the lecturers, even your seniors, everybody makes mistakes. So it's okay. Don't be afraid. That is the thing. Don't be afraid to make mistake, and you are on your way to being a good speaker. You have to speak somehow. If you're shy to speak to the teachers and friends, maybe you can speak to your brothers, a younger brother, younger sister. Just choose one person whom you speak English to. Don't have to speak to the whole family. And if you and your sisters are close, so you can start telling your sister, kak, kita start kita belajar bertutur dalam bahasa English nak. So she learn, you learn, so everybody learn. Benefits everybody. Alright. So I think that's it from us today. And before we end, I would like to thank Miss Bahira again very much for giving us her time and sharing her knowledge. Yeah, she is a huge experience and a huge pool of knowledge. And if you have anything, probably you can also, like she said, you can follow her on the Instagram and all that, can get in touch if you have things to ask. So from IPG Campus Kota Bharu, we thank everybody, especially all of you, teachers, students, principal, maybe head of panel, lecturers who are with us this morning. We thank you for staying with us. So and to all the students, all the best in your studies and your exam. Okay, good luck everybody. That's all from us. Goodbye.